Hello and good morning. It's Kelly Gandiz at Wisdom Wordplay. These is my words spoken my way. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. I took some time off to just shut down, reboot, and get myself together because sometimes you realize that once you've identified that energy is everything and everything is energy and that we're constantly attracting, you stay super sensitive to the way that you're feeling because you realize that every single moment of the day you are attracting more of the same, with like attracting like. And as a result of that, I've become very sensitive to the way that I'm feeling, when I'm feeling, how I'm feeling. And if I notice that things are not where I want them to be, it could be something so slight as noticing frequently that people aren't behaving the way that I think they should behave at the grocery store or whatever. The whole thing is a manifestation of my thoughts and my vibration, the energy that I vibrate. So when I see things that are a little bit off tilt or off center, I shut down. I crawl into my shell and I get myself together because I can't let momentum build if it's not going in the direction that I want it to go to. So I took some time off, which probably won't be the last time. As I grow and as I expand, my desires change, my knowledge changes, my awareness changes. And as I continue on my journey, I'm going to continue to grow, which is going to launch more desires. It's going to launch a deeper awareness. And as I identify things that need to be fixed, I don't mind taking time out for myself to do that, to make sure that I'm first firm and stable and rooted. That gives me more to give to you. That gives me the opportunity to contribute even more beyond myself. But you can't be wobbling and think that you're going to constantly be able to give, because that's going to put you in the deficit. And then when you're in a deficit, you're no good to yourself, and you're certainly not going to be any good to anybody else. You can do more damage than you can good to someone else if you're not first on a firm and stable ground yourself. So Kelly Gandiz took some time off, and now I'm back. I'm ready, and I have so much to say. The first thing that's on my mind is in regards to letting go. Yep. You come to a realization that you cannot take everybody with you where you're going. And that hurts sometimes. Sometimes that's going to cause some emotions that you're going to have to deal with, because not everybody believes what you believe. Not everybody thinks how you think. And it's okay for us to have difference in opinions, but when you have someone who constantly tries to remind you of the past or remind you of failures and try to continue to bring you down in that aspect, they may not even be doing it intentionally. It's just who they are and how they function. Sometimes you have to make the decision to let some of those people go. And they may be people close and dear to your heart, and it doesn't mean that you have to let them go completely. Sometimes you just got to put them back a little bit further at a distance. Sometimes you have to let them go completely and let them grow and then reunite. It just depends. Every situation is specific. But what I want to make sure that everyone realizes is that you can't take everybody with you. It's kind of like an elevator. As you're going up on the elevator, you start on the ground floor. You get to the first, and you on that ground floor, you may have 10 people with you. You grow as you go through and you ascend to that first floor. You get to that first floor, and then now you have a deeper awareness of care and concern and how people should respond to you and how you should respond to others. You look around in that elevator and you realize you have some people who just don't line up with that. Maybe they speak negativity towards you or to you, or they speak it constantly in your presence, which affects you again. So on that first level, you let those people off on that elevator. You still have a remaining few. Then you ascend again, second floor, third floor. Now you've grown even more. You may have grown more and expanded in regards to your goals and your desires. And you're looking for people who can uplift you. You can hear motivating stories. And then you look around and you have people who may say, you ain't gonna get that. No, honey, no, you need to dummy down your expectations, or your standards are too high. No. So when you get to that level and that fourth floor, then you need to let some of those people off. And as you continue to ascend and you continue to grow, you're going to realize that you might be saying, elevator going up, this stop, I got to let you off. Okay. So as you ascend to new heights and new awareness and new knowledge of who you are, what your purpose is, where you're going, what you desire for your life, you may find that there are people that have been there with you that have just been a part of your natural life that you may have to push back at a further distance or even completely let go. That judgment, that decision, that determination is you, and it's yours for your life, and it's for you to make. If you keep certain people with you, they will continue to hold you at that lower level, and you won't be able to ascend to where you want to go. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. If you're okay with staying where you're at, then be okay with staying where you're at. Don't complain about it. Don't look around and talk about why you can't ever this, why you can't ever that. You have to stop, take the time to do a self-analysis, and realize that sometimes it's you. You have to make tough decisions. But when you make those tough decisions, you have to be true to yourself. You have to be true to who you are, where you are, what people bring to your life, and what you bring to others. Because it makes no good if you're saying all this, but yet you're damaging and harming others as well. So it's all a 360 circle. Energy is everything, and everything is energy. Sometimes we actually leave things unspoken. We won't say them, but they're in our vibration. I realized during my downtime that maybe I have kept things unspoken, but for the same token, I've been emitting a vibration that was able to be picked up and received by someone else. Even if they didn't realize that they were receiving it, it caused them to respond to certain things in a way that I didn't find favorable. And here I was thinking it was the other person, not realizing that just because I didn't say it, I spoke positive things, I lined up with those positive things in my actions, but in the back of my mind, I had interfering beliefs or limitations that were contradictory to what I was acting and portraying and speaking. And even though I didn't put those words to the forefront, those same actions were releasing vibrations. And those vibrations may have caused doubt on another person. They may not have even realized why they doubted. Their doubts could have been based off of a combination of beliefs and things that they have, as well as the vibration that I was releasing. I will never know that. The only thing I can do is own my vibe, own my energy, own who I am, own what I bring to the table, own what I'm doing, own where I'm at. And then I need to look at it, fix it, and make sure that what I am releasing is exactly what I want to release when I want to release it. You can control that. You have complete control over that. It's just you have to get ahead of your thoughts. All thoughts are things. Do you ever remember? I'm sure most people have had a situation like this to where you have said something because the thought came into your head and it was just something random. And then lo and behold, within a day or two, or maybe even instantly or very quickly, that very thing happened or that very thing showed up. You know, like the Bible even says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Thoughts are things. They become a part of your reality. So even whether you speak it, whether you say it or not, those subtle thoughts that you have, they manifest themselves. So you have to get in front of those as well, because they are causing responses from others that interact with you, and they are creating your environment. They are assisting in that creation. So if you've got positive thoughts, you've got positive words, and then you've got these beliefs and these other thoughts that you don't speak about, they all come together. And then they release this manifestation for you, and you're looking around and you're saying to yourself, Okay, I know I thought about that. I wanted that, and I know that. But this mess right here, that ain't me. I don't know where that came from. Yes, baby, it's you. It's you. And if you don't realize that it's you, that's a vital time for you to say, maybe I need to do a self-analysis and check and see what's in there. What's in the back of my mind? What is it that has me thinking things that are causing a reality that I'm not wanting? From the ages of 0 to 7, our brains are impressed upon by our environment. Things that are said, things that you see, things that you watch. A child that's 0 years old, or a couple months old, or a child that's 1 or 2, they don't have the same ability that we have to reject a suggestion, to reject a thought. So as things are being put into them, whether it's nursery rhymes or whatever, they form beliefs in their mind, and then they grow with these beliefs that are put up under all these files. As you grow and you learn and you educate yourself, you have those beliefs that were right here, but they're up under all those other files that you've added as you went to school and you went through life and you had these experiences. But it doesn't mean these don't exist, and these are the powerful ones, because your conscious mind, you have control of that, and you can dictate what's going on with your conscious mind. But your subconscious mind, that one that's always active, when you're sleeping, when you think you're resting, when you think that you're not applying any thoughts to anything, that subconscious mind is still active and it's still going. And that's the one that houses those far forgotten, at least you think forgotten, beliefs. And they still are in that mixture of that manifestation that you're trying to bring forward. So if you're telling yourself one thing, but you've got these subconscious memories and beliefs and thoughts that you're not even aware of, that are being added to the mix, sometimes they war and they battle with each other. And then when they produce something, you're wondering, why does it look like that? Why did it come out like that? That's not what I anticipated. That's not what I was going for. You got to do a self-analysis, and you may need to take the time to reprogram your own brain. I know I did. I started on this journey last year, and there was a point in time where I would put earphones in my ears all night long, simply because I could tell by my feelings. I would say that I wanted something or a certain lifestyle that I wanted to live, and then I would get this little tickle on the inside, or this little, like, okay, yeah, you can say it sounds good, but you know that's not how it goes. That's not how it go down. Ain't nobody in your family got it like that. You ain't got it like that. You don't have the skills to get this or to get that. Little things like that would come up, even though I was speaking this positive lifestyle, and on the forefront I could jump and be happy and seem to believe it and get my vibration up. Those subliminal thoughts that I had in the back was fighting that. And just as my vibration was trying to raise it up, my affirmations were trying to raise it up, here comes those little thoughts and beliefs to knock it right back down. And that caused a lot of delay, and it caused a lot of interference with a lot of things that I had been working on. It didn't come to light until the end of last year. Like I say, I started on this journey about the middle of last year. The end of last year, when I had just subtle thoughts that had no resistance. Didn't think about it, but they just had no resistance, and they were thoughts that came into my head. Next thing I know, those things were popping up left and right. Boom, 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 boom. I started to think to myself, well, what was I doing that was so different that came so easily? That came within a day. I could sit there and think to myself, oh, I want to go to this picnic, and when I go, I want to wear white capris that are ripped, and I want to have an orange cute shirt that comes off the shoulder. I would go to the store, and this literally happened. I was with my daughter, went to the store. We're looking in the church dress section, and someone had slipped a pair of capris exactly as I pictured, in my exact size, right in between two church dresses. Wasn't even what we was there for. But that thought had just came the day before, and on the way to the mall, I had mentioned to her that I wanted to go and get me a pair of capris eventually with this little cute orange top, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that it popped right up, I just pulled it out and I looked at her and I said, didn't I just speak about this? So I just say that to say that when you don't have resistance and you don't have those thoughts that are battling as you throw your original desire out there, then it can happen just like that. So it would be in your best interest to do whatever you have to do and to spend whatever time you have to spend to fix that stuff so that you can live the life that you want to live, have the things that you want to have. It can happen. It is possible. And it will happen if you do what you need to do. Everything requires maintenance. Your car, your body, hygiene, your hair, your clothing, everything requires maintenance. So why not do the maintenance on making sure that you understand how things are attracted to your life and how you can play this game and you can actually win and make it beneficial for yourself. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. But today is a magnificent Monday. Why don't you start with today? Today is a great day to have a great day and make it a new beginning. Every day that you wake up, you got another chance. Regardless of what happened yesterday, last night, you got another chance today. Before all this momentum gets started, why don't you start today? Paying attention to what is it that you want? Write it down. And when you write it down, think about how you feel when you really say that. Do you have doubts? If so, you need to go into the lab, okay? You need to go into the lab, look into yourself and figure out what you can do to counteract some of those beliefs that you've had from long ago, seeds that's been planted and things like that. I just wanted to come in on Monday and let y'all know Kelly Gandiz, Wisdom Wordplay, she back and she on fire and she got a lot to say, but they gonna be my words and they gonna be spoken my way. Excuse me as I get my cup of coffee because it's morning and I'm on my way to work, but I had to get started to let you guys know we gonna keep this going and we gonna get this right. And as I embark on my journey, I will share my information with you. I will share my results with you. I will share my manifestations with you. I will share my mistakes with you so that we can all learn and grow together. But as of right now, I got this. And I'm willing to take the time to fix myself and do what I need to do so that things can continue to happen favorably for me. I have the job that I visualized last year. Yes, I do. I relocated across the states. If I would have known how quickly these things were going to manifest, I would have thought things a little bit deeper. I would have thought things a little bit better. But I got exactly what I visualized and what I pictured. I pictured myself in a doggone apartment instead of a house. And you know why? Because I didn't believe that I could go from one state to another and just get this big, beautiful house right off the rip. That's what I mean by limiting beliefs. It's all about how you perceive yourself. And at that time, that was the ceiling. That was the wall. I thought that was great. And it is great. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm able to look over the land and see where I want to move to. But now that I realize how my thoughts turn to things, my desires have changed. I have grown and I'm manifesting some big stuff. And the same thing that happened for me here, the same way I could tell myself I want a job to where I'm tired of managing people. I don't want to manage people anymore. I want to get paid good money and I don't want to oversee and deal with all those different personalities. I want to do this. I want to do that. I have that exact job right now. The apartment that I'm staying in, I saw myself rolling on that carpet, so happy. And those things happened. Those things happened. I'm closer to my family. I'm able to see them. But had I known that things were going to present themselves exactly as I visualized it, I would have visualized a much bigger, better, deeper picture. But you know what? That's what this journey is about. It's about celebrating the small manifestations, realizing where you're at, and then growing from there. I am grateful for everything that has transpired in my life. And now I have new desires, and life will continue to cause you to release new desires out there, because as you grow, your preferences change. Things change. You either grow for the better or you grow for the worse. Why don't you control it and grow for the better? And that's what I'm doing. I have enjoyed this tremendously. I am having a fantastic time, and I am growing and I am learning, and now you guys get the benefit of watching me as I ascend higher. So stay tuned to Kelly Gandy's Wisdom Wordplay. I will continue to share everything with you and let you guys see how I go on my journey. So wake up, get your vibe right. Wake up, get your mind right. Wake up, it's about time. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up.